Hello, and welcome to another week. This week is a small increase on last week, just like every week. Every week is going to be a mile or so increase on the last week. All I know though is that today I've got a 3-mile run. I'm actually going to run in the neighborhood. Going to run in the hood, not on the bike trail. Look at that blue sky. Nope, no clouds. Just blue. When I run in the neighborhood, it's weird because I got eyes on me, so I feel like I gotta perform, give the people a show. You know what I mean? All right. Well, if my neighbors are out, they're just hearing me talk to myself, so I think that'll do it. Let's go for the run. Just about done through 2 miles. No, 2.6, and yes, whenever I'm on my runs, I always say hi.
Do you have a name for him? I call him Tom.
Tom's a good one. I've called him George before. My name for him is George.
I call him Tom T. Turkey.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, that's cool.
Triple T, that's my guy now. That's my guy.
Awesome.
Take care. So, yes, the running in the neighborhood's good because you got the elevation, and then you got Triple T. Apparently his name is Tom the Turkey. There he is, Tom the Turkey. Look at him. He's a big dude, isn't he? Sheesh. He can get up on the roof and everything, man. He's crazy. Well, it was nice seeing Tom. I called him George before, but she actually kind of has a good name. Tom the Turkey. Triple T. All right, back to I didn't even start my watch. Shoot. Just got 0.4 miles left and then I'm done. Feeling pretty good. Man, that break does a lot, doesn't it? Might have to take Tom the Turkey instead of George, because that name is amazing. Triple T, I mean, it's pretty good. Anyway, he gave me the energy I needed to finish my run. Finished in 26 minutes, so what is that? I don't even know what that time is, but whatever, like 8 something, 8:39 pace. Yeah, first run of the week. First couple miles were tough. Look at this yellow car. It's yellow. Well, if your pee looks like that, it's not good. That is it for today. Get some stuff done, do some mobility, and then watch the US play. Up the States. Actually, no, up Belgium. I hope Belgium wins. I can't admit that before the game, but y'all are watching this after, so I don't care. Up to Belgium. Stupid rules. All right, later. Good morning, sports fans. You always see me at my worst. You see me at my gross, disgusting worst right when I wake up. Not right when I wake up, but like before I actually shower and get ready. Another run today, as you'd expect. It is Wednesday, so that means it's interval running. We've got 5 miles today, 2 miles of warm-up, and then the other 3 miles are gonna be pushes, 2-minute pushes now instead of 1-minute pushes. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm a bit of a rush, so not sure how much recording I'll do, but I'll try to get up, record while I'm out there. All right, mile 1 is finished. 8:42, something like that. Got a neck cramp right here. Pretty stupid. I feel like I've been going faster today than I typically do, but it still feels really difficult. I don't know. Maybe I'll never get faster. That's what I've determined. I'm stuck at this pace for the rest of my life. All right. 0.85 left of the mile, and then I'll turn around and do the pushes. Oh, the sun's out too. Look at that blue sky. Woo! Blue sky. All right, just got done with push number 1. It's 2 minutes this time instead of 1. It was a little tough. Now I've got a 3-minute chill. Just wrapped up the 5 miles. Man, look at that blue sky. The clouds are gone. Holy cow, the clouds are gone. There were clouds. I just remember seeing clouds. They're gone now. Boom. Meteorology, am I right? 5 miles done. Yeah, just about 42 minutes. Just over 8 minutes a mile. Yeah, 8:27. I did end up taking a little bit of a break before the last push. Actually, before the last recovery, before the last push, which felt decent, but I gotta figure out a way to run through the whole thing. I think 6 miles tomorrow, and then 8 miles on Saturday, I do believe. Could be wrong. I don't have it up in front of me. Those first 2 miles seemed like they were nothing, and as hard as it is to keep going, to push through the last, in this case, 3 miles of interval training, for some reason those first few miles felt way tougher, just on the body and as a whole. I struggled to breathe towards the end, obviously, but I think that's expected. Getting the kinks out of my legs was far tougher for those first few. All right, well, that's that. Interval training for the week done, and I will see you all on tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah, today's Wednesday, so I'll see you on Thursday. Bye. Hello, people. As you can tell by the dampness of me, I am actually just back from the run. It was 4 miles today. I kind of forgot to record and then chose not to. I forgot the intro, and then through the first mile, which was like a 9-minute pace, I forgot to record. And for some reason, I felt really good, so I kicked it up to 7:45 for the other 3 miles. It was a lot. I think 4 miles was all I was probably going to be able to do, so it was good that that was the mileage for today. But yeah, once I was in that zone, I was listening to some JA. Once I got the music in me, which I don't listen to music often. I tend to listen to a soccer podcast, which really basically acts as white noise while I run. But yeah, the music was good, and I just didn't have the energy to be talking while I was running. I was so done by the time it was over. Could barely walk. But now I need to have breakfast number 2, which I think is just gonna be oatmeal. Got 10 grams of protein in this thing. So, but I know I've been a pessimist quite a bit so far. Today was actually pretty good. Not an easy run by any means, but I think it's, out of all the 4 milers I've been on, this has been the quickest, which, you know, you can only better what you've done, if that makes sense. I'm just hoping to beat my previous, is basically all I'm trying to say. I'm planning to do an 8 miler on Saturday. I'll probably try to record throughout that, which will make up for today not recording at all. Or maybe you're happy that I wasn't recording, because it's annoying when I record. But then again, you're choosing to watch this, so that wouldn't make much sense, would it? Oh, that smells lovely. I think I might have put too much milk in here. I got the ratios all screwed up. Bananas in your oatmeal make it a lot better. Unless you don't like bananas, obviously. But I love bananas. Yeah, this is disgusting. This is really not good. There's a perfect amount of liquid to put in here that gets it to be a good consistency. If you don't put enough in, it's super dry. If you put too much in, similarly, it's actually super dry. I don't know why. That is not good. Where's my dog at? Hey, Zoe! I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it. This may genuinely be the worst oatmeal I've ever made. And I make a lot of oatmeal. Porridge, as I prefer to call it. I'm gonna throw up. This is so bad. Oh. Well, please forgive me for not taking you along for the ride today. I hope this change of scenery was appreciated. If not, I don't know. Sorry. Anyway, 8 miler on Saturday, and that'll be it for, I don't even know what number week this is. That'll be it for this week. Okay, bye. If you pay attention to the location of the sun when I start my videos, or if you just looked at the time when this day started, you'll see that it's in the evening. It's currently, I think, 5:30. Yeah, and it's also Sunday. I meant to run on Saturday, but got a little busy. I did some other things the past couple days, and so the 8-mile long run has been pushed to Sunday evening, and then I have to turn around and run tomorrow, which will be on next week's video. Not feeling super great. My knee also hurts from sitting in a car for 16 hours and for jumping up and down. I'm going a little different. I'm bringing water and, I'm bringing water and I'm bringing like 2 fruit things. I don't know what they're called, but it's gonna be my energy for the run, because I think I'm getting to the distance now where I need to start eating or drinking while I run, just to give myself some energy. So that is what that is. Well, with all that said, I gotta get started and probably won't get done until 7 p.m. Oh, 7 p.m. It's an hour and a half. Stupid. Oh, I'm not excited, but you gotta do what you gotta do, eh? I'll probably be able to record more often while I run now, because I'm not running super fast, but then again, I might be crying because of my knee pain, so who knows? Yo! Just finished mile 1, and as you can tell by my ease with which I speak, I'm not going very fast. I'm just going about 10, 20 per mile, even at 5 p.m. in the evening. Look at that, blue sky, not a single cloud. My knee is not Not terrible right now. It does suck just holding the water though. I gotta figure out a way to overcome that, because on the bike trail there's no water fountain as such. Mile 1 done. That's all that matters. That's all that you guys care about, really, right? On 2 miles, I'm gonna have a sip of water. On 3.5 miles, I'm gonna eat one of those gel things. Let's be real, it's not really a gel thing, it's just a fruit snack thing that I want to put in my mouth. Okay, bye. If you can tell, the water is lower. I just got done taking a few sips of the water. You know, it's super cool when bikers just don't even lift up a hand. They just do that subtle nod. Then you know you're cool. You got the nod of approval. At a job interview once, they asked me, I forget what it was. I forget. They told me to put like an amount into a fraction. I think it was like a number of inches into like a fraction over 8 or something like that. No, maybe over 4. And I seized up. Not because I didn't know it, but because I was so taken aback that this was a question. And so I'd asked them to like explain the question. And in their defense, they explained it perfectly fine both times. I just fully didn't know what I was doing. Didn't know what I was being asked, which is a me problem. These are the type of thoughts that go in the old noggin on an 8-mile run after watching a World Cup game in Kansas City, which if you want to watch that vlog, hopefully it's up already. So go ahead and click somewhere in the screen over here. All right, back to it. I said morning to somebody, and it's 5 p.m. Oh, embarrassing. Anyway, I just had the first gel. I'm at like 3.1 miles done. I just had that gel. I didn't need to take a walk break, but I feel like it's probably good for my body to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna go and start running again, but almost at the turnaround point, which is my favorite point. All right, peeps, I'm turning around. I am unfortunately just speeding up on accident. I have that tendency. I'm like Lightning McQueen in that way, you know what I mean? Speed, I am speed. All right, I got 1.5 miles left. Still sitting at about 10-20 pace. My breathing's fine. It's just been annoying hearing this every single step. It's water shaking. Knee has definitely gotten better throughout the run. That's always a bad sign. No, I'm joking. I just know it's probably gonna hurt like hell when I get home, but you win some, you lose some, right? Or you win few and you lose many, which is how I'm feeling at the minute. 8 miles done, 10-20 pace, an hour and 22 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna chalk that one up to being in the car for 16 hours over the past 2 days. My legs were very stiff, and that doesn't necessarily help with the knee troubles. So, ooh, golden hour. Glad I got out there for that one, but like I mentioned earlier, I think it's somewhere in this video, I started editing these videos, and I always realized that I haven't really structured them. I just kind of get out and record. So now, starting this episode that you're watching right now, they should be a bit more structured with an intro and an outro, and I think I somehow found a way to record an outro a couple times, but this is an official one. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you next week with even more running. Okay, bye.